you can understand what it is about the diet, about the lifestyle that's so important, you could actually take that woman in San Francisco and reduce her risk of breast cancer by a third.
Meet Dr. Jason Fung, a Canadian nephrologist and a well-known expert on weight loss strategies. His innovative study has changed the way many people think about metabolic illnesses. Dr. Fung's research and writings explore the link between nutrition, metabolism, and chronic diseases, including cancer. He emphasizes the significance of insulin and glucose in fueling cancer cells, a hypothesis based on the Warburg effect, which states that cancer cells thrive on glucose for energy. Dr. Fung's studies on fasting and metabolic management have opened up new possibilities for studying cancer prevention and treatment through dietary therapies. In this video, we will highlight the 5 worst foods that feed cancer cells, as studied and recommended by Dr. Jason Fung. Excluding these foods from our diet can potentially decrease the risk of cancer and give us an additional line of defense against this chronic disease. This underscores the importance and effects of diet on our overall health. And that's just the beginning. By the end of the video, we will also share Dr. Fung's secret and unique strategy for reducing the risk of cancer. So stay tuned with us until the end. But before exploring the worst foods that feed cancer cells, let's hear what Dr. Fung has to say about what causes cancer.
In the 90s, so I went to medical school in the 90s, we talked about cancer, and people had this idea that it was this genetic disease. It was actually not until 2003 when the first kind of convincing evidence came out that, hey, cancer is an obesity-related disease. And it turns out that it was a huge part of cancer. That is, if you look at the causes of cancers.
Dr. Jason Fung highlights that cancer is closely linked to obesity, a connection often overlooked in mainstream health discussions. Excess body fat, particularly visceral fat, creates a pro-inflammatory environment in the body, fostering conditions that encourage cancer development, including breast, colon, and liver cancer. Obesity also alters the body's hormone balance, leading to higher levels of estrogen, which provides fertile ground for cancer cells to grow.
That insulin is a major growth factor as well. And that is the link to a lot of these cancers. So breast cancer and colorectal cancer being the 2 most prominent obesity-related cancers, but also pancreatic and liver and so on. So hyperinsulinemia turns out to play a sort of huge role in those as well, and that's sort of linked through several different growth-stimulating mechanisms.
Obesity often leads to insulin resistance, where the body produces more insulin to manage blood sugar, feeding the cancer cells even more. Insulin, a hormone responsible for regulating blood sugar, can act as a growth promoter when present at high levels, leading to the rapid growth of cancer cells. Dr. Fung explains that cancer cells thrive on glucose through the Warburg effect, a phenomenon where cancer cells consume sugar at a much faster rate than normal cells. This dependency on glucose makes elevated insulin levels a dangerous contributor to cancer.
So it really depends on what type of cancer you're talking. Like if you're talking lung cancer, obesity plays almost no role in it, right? That's smoking. Or if you have asbestos, which causes mesothelioma, which is a cancer of the lining of the lung, again, obesity plays no role. But